1098 Jason messed up talking about the OG Larry Hoover, and Wack 100 got the Wack 100 only exclusive. Y'all gonna wanna stick tuned. Let's get down to the smoke.
I'm gonna say this first and foremost, and with all due respect. If you weren't born in the 50s or the 60s or are a direct relative of Larry Hoover, I don't give what you have to say. But it's very interesting that this paperwork came out of nowhere, right? I don't know who had it. If the Stones was holding it, I don't know if somebody was waiting for it, right? But they literally waited until his sentence got commuted, which nobody expected, and then boom, it's the internet. I didn't do it. I don't know where it came from. But I looked into it, and yes, I found multiple articles detailing what took place, and that's what happened.
You know the articles he's talking about is newspaper articles, goddammit? Now you got to remember back in what, the 50s and shit, if the police give an eyewitness account of some shit, of course it's fabricated, it's a lie. It's not his word. It's a newspaper article that he done got. That he's saying that, oh, this is the proof. It's not paperwork. It's not the paperwork that says Hoover did this shit. Nah, nigga. If something happens in your city today and you read it in 20 different newspapers, I guarantee you, it's gonna have 20 different verifications of what the fuck happened. That's what the fuck he trying to say, the paperwork, goddammit.
Larry Hoover got shot on his first day of school. He's most likely a senior since he was 18. Two rival gang members walked into school and shot him out front of the principal's office. This man was a certified smacker, leader. But unfortunately, if you go by the paperwork, he's also what? He'd be considered a snitch, right?
On that, like, oh, he gave fake names, whatever, and I can show you what name was real and what name, you know, but it's like, who gives a fuck?
So Jake says nobody gives a fuck. So that, okay, so what he's saying is that when he makes a video about someone labeling them a snitch and getting millions and millions of views and ruining their image, that no one cares about it and that it doesn't really affect the person's career.
He identified the two people that shot him, and they were rival gang members, and the police went to their house and got them.
1098 received a lot of backlash after releasing that video because many people claim you can't go off a news article, and many believe that Larry Hoover never snitched because there was no real paperwork. Although Wack 100 has had numerous back and forths with Jay Prince, he didn't jump out the window and snap that Larry Hoover was a rat, and he ended up getting on a phone call with the shooter, a guy by the name of James Highsmith, and in this recorded phone call, James Highsmith clears Larry Hoover's name, said he never snitched, and he also cleared up some inconsistencies that was reported in that news article.
So let this be clear.
So what we about to get into is James Highsmith. This is the brother who shot Larry Hoover. All right? That they say he allegedly snitched out. First of all, shout out to Wack 100, man. I mean, we could say Wack the feds all we want to, but Wack seems to always get the information. He get the scoop, goddammit. So, yo, 1098 just dropped this video the other day. Because remember, fam, we was on the live when I broke it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I had just found out and I broke it to y'all on the live. 1098 went to work, did a video immediately. So obviously he didn't get all his facts right. In between that time, Wack already went and found the brother and got the interview and shit. So we about to get the exclusive right now. The Wack 100, I call it the Wack exclusive. You know, the Wack exclusive, y'all.
I'm on the phone with individuals from Chicago. Not just individuals, but one of the individuals that was involved in this shooting that happened with Larry Hoover, where people are running around with the narrative that Larry Hoover told on these individuals. So I'm gonna let the brother speak and tell me if there's some truth to that, no truth to that. My disposition is newspaper article is not looked at as legal documents, so I've been standing against it. So I'm gonna let the brother speak, let y'all know who he is. We all see the names that was posted on the internet about the shooters, and he gonna tell us what his facts of how this situation went, what they are. Go ahead, brother. Yeah, my name is James Hunter Smith. I was the shooter cause it's not a lyrics. I did do the shooting and I did serve time in prison. But it wasn't at the behest of Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover never told me. Matter of fact, there was over 100 people in the hallway, so there wasn't no way anybody knew I did it. Now, I want to make that part clear. Out the gate, the shooter, Mr. James Highsmith, just said it was a bunch of people in the hallway. Larry Hoover never told on him. Let's keep it rolling. They didn't need Larry Hoover to tell. Before we keep it rolling, I'm going to let Charleston White tap in on something right quick because he has a point here. Go ahead, man.
Didn't that nigga acting white boy wiggle P&O? I call him wiggle P&O. White boy want to be a nigga. I think all you white boys want some nigga dick in your ass. I think every last one of you white boy playing like y'all like us as friends and like the rap music, but y'all really want to be fucked by a nigga like your mamas and your sister. Cause y'all ain't got no business over here. And any nigga hanging with a white boy want to fuck a white boy. That's where I'm from.
Now, why am I going there with it? Because at the end of the day, bro, if you gonna report some shit, don't just report shit out willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like, I'm not gonna go report on some shit in a genre that's not mine, per se. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying hip-hop. Hip-hop is a diverse culture. It's very diverse. You know what I'm saying? But as journalists, though, as reporters, we can't just be throwing out allegations. And, yo, Larry Hoover's the OG, so you can't be throwing out them kind of allegations. And I don't expect the backlash. You know what I'm saying? This is why Charleston White can say some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let James continue. First of all, and secondly, and more importantly, is that the whole narrative that the newspaper had and a lot of people was repeating in a lot of books never did happen like that. As long as he wasn't with me, he was down the hallway. Did nobody tell me to burn that man?
Yo. 1090 Jake, you was a clown, gang. On my soul, you was a clown. You was the biggest clown. You was a goofy. We gonna just do that. Like, you might as well put some fire in your hand and bounce it around, because that's what you're doing. You got the audacity to play with Larry Hoover like Larry Hoover snitched on the nigga that shot him in 1968. Man, Larry Hoover been locked up 50-some years, man. If Larry Hoover was a rat, if that was in his character, man, he would have told all type of stuff. Two girls came and told me that they was coming down there to jump on me, but I could have left, but I had a pistol, so I waited for them. And that's what happened. He said the other individual that was named in the newspaper article, where they said he told James burn Larry Hoover, said that never happened. Dude was way down the hallway somewhere. He said two girls told him they called Larry and them to come jump on him. So instead of leaving, he had a pistol, so he waited on them to show up. And when they showed up, he got busy. Let's keep it going. Got you. So y'all had y'all personal issues regardless of what it was.
Right there, and then you hearing it exactly from the shooter's mouth. And 1098 Jake is out here trying to convince us, you know what I'm talking about? Trying to convince us, family, that some motherfucking newspaper articles is facts. That's documents. Now, in all hindsight, I don't think 1098 Jake gives a fuck.
I think people get it confused and they think that I genuinely give a fuck. I don't care.
You're just
YouTube
making content.
pays me, bro.
Yeah, this is your gig.
If I wasn't making money off of this shit, I wouldn't give a fuck. For sure.
Okay, so now you see where I'm going with this, why we can't allow some motherfuckers just to be reporting shit out kind of willy-nilly. You got to stand on this shit. You got to love this shit. If you just doing this shit for the money, I don't give a fuck what you put out there. People can get hurt by that. It can get real sticky, real ugly, real fast, real uncomfortable for motherfuckers out here. Or if that's the grounds. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I didn't make up the name 1098 Steak. I I didn't do that. That was all the partner's idea. You know what I'm talking about? You don't get mad at me. You know what I'm talking about? But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the big partner, Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he be coming home soon. Shout out to the Donald Trump for the party. You know what I'm talking about? And shout out to the big homie Wack 100 for always giving us the Wack exclusive. You know what I'm talking about? And as always, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you checking in from. Cause we worldwide, baby, and it's nothing but love.